I once spent Christmas Day with Bob Dylan, unfortunately. And here's how it happened. It was my freshman year in college, and I got out on Christmas break. And about a week before Christmas, in the vernacular, I fucked up very, very badly. So badly, I fucked up Christmas for all my family. My mother, my father, my grandmother lived next door. She spent half the time with us. So on Christmas Day, we all got together, opened our presents, then we all went our own separate ways. I went in my room, locked both doors, and I got out a little stereo where you play albums on. You know what I'm talking about? Set it down, got the speakers out. Remember, I sat down, I leaned back against the bed, I had one album, Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume. So I put it on, and I started playing. Song, song, song. I mean, all this one song really gets to me, really resonates with me, right? And it goes something like this. How does it feel to be on your own with no direction home, a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? And I bet I played that damn song 50 times. And I said to myself, George, one day you're gonna know how it feels. Now we're going to fast forward about 9.5 years. It only took me 5 years to graduate from college. Okay. First 4 years out of college, had 4 jobs, quit 3, got fired from 1. I decided what I needed was a change of scene. I needed to get out of town. Okay. I needed to get things another. So I've always loved the outdoors. I started camping out when I was 6 or 7 years old. So about a year earlier, I'd gotten this outdoor magazine called Sports Field, and they had a story about 3 outdoor schools. This was interesting. There was Outward Bound, which maybe some of you have heard about. There was a school up in New Jersey, Tom Brown had, Pine Barren. But there was a school out in Wyoming called the National Outdoor Leadership School. And I said, that's it. That's where I'm going. I'm going out to Lander, Wyoming. So I started making plans, and this is 1982. And you got to understand, you don't have computers back then. And you don't have email, you don't have cell phones, you don't have Google Maps, okay? So I'm making plans, everything's got to be done regular mail and all this stuff. Right? So I make plans to go out there, and I send them my check and all this stuff. I had this big wall map of the United States, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get from Atlanta out to Wyoming. Finally get a pretty good idea there. Thursday night, it was going to be the month of June, the month I was going to be gone. So Thursday night, my parents take me into Atlanta. I stay at a friend's house in Atlanta. Friday morning, he takes me to the Atlanta Greyhound bus station. Get on the Greyhound bus. I've got a backpack, a camera bag with a 35mm camera in it because I want to take some pictures, and a buck knife for protection. So I won't bore you with the details of a 48-hour Greyhound bus trip, okay? You'll meet some interesting people. California John. You meet, I mean, I'm California John. You know, there was a guy who kept singing The Doors, People Are Strange, over and over and over. Anyway, eventually I get to a little town south of Lander. And Greyhound didn't go to Lander, so I had to spend the night there and then get a commuter bus up to Lander, which was fun. And I go in, and then I spend the next 28, 29 days on their basic mountaineering course in the Wind River Range of the Wyoming Rockies. Wonderful experience. I really enjoyed it, loved it. But then it ends, I complete the course, I come back out. Okay, now it's time for me to finish up. I got one more place to go. I want to go to Ketchum, Idaho. Ketchum's about a mile outside of Sun Valley. Why do I want to go to Ketchum? I want to see the house where my hero, Ernest Hemingway, blew his head off. So I get on the Greyhound, I get a commuter bus down, go down to Salt Lake City, go back up north. I get as far as Twin Falls, Idaho. Wealthy places like Sun Valley, they don't allow buses. Okay? There's only one way I could make the last 80 or so miles. Okay? I don't remember the first ride I got. Took 10 or 15 miles. But the second ride I got was with a real nice husband and wife. They were real nice to me. They go another 10, 15 miles. And they let me out at this intersection, north, south, east, west, little two-lane roads. And I get out. I remember I'm standing there and I got my backpack. I don't see anything in any direction. And I'm thinking, well, George, how does it feel? And I wish I had something really poignant to say right now that would just, stay on your minds for the rest of your lives, but I don't. Because here's how I felt. I felt like some dumbass standing by the side of a road in the middle of nowhere, wondering where he was going to spend the night. And there was a sense, on the other hand, there was a little bit of a sense of accomplishment, that I had done something, and I kind of kept a spirit of fulfillment, that I kind of said I was going to do something, and I'd done it. And on the other hand, there was this reality that, you're 5 years out of school, all your friends have jobs and careers and all this stuff. And so, anyway, eventually, this pickup truck slows down. Guy says, we're going into town, you want to ride with us? And I said, yeah, sure. Boat and stuff like that. I go in, I get in this little motel room, I push the mattress down because I get to sleep on the mattress. I go into my pack and I pull out my notebook. And I was been trying to journal my whole trip. And I wish I'd done more, but I didn't. Anyway, I finish, and then something really weird happens. For some reason, I decide I just write this poem. So I'll write this poem and get out of your way. I was standing on the edge of a concrete rope, running out of money, time, and hope. 1,000 miles from home I'd come. Here I stood, alone and numb. So when the truck slowed down, I picked up my pack, and I promised myself I'd never look back.